Morning. Today we're going to do a video on a Harley Davidson Road King. This is adjusting and tightening this motorcycle's handlebars. They're loose. So with that today, I'm going to show you how to remove all the chrome trim, windshield, and get to the hardware to tighten the handlebars. I will list the tools needed in the description. My Amazon link at the bottom of descriptions will have the tools and services for your Road King. Okay, make sure you have some blankets and towels laid out so you can put these chrome pieces. First thing we're going to do is to remove this cover. This is on your steering lock. You have to remove that because there's bolts under there. I'm going to grab a little razor blade and just get it under there and comes right up. With a Phillips head screwdriver, you will see there's two screws. Remove that. One. Now that loosens the trim that covers these handlebars. And now we will go to the front of the bike. Now with a 1/2 inch deep socket, we're going to just loosen up your windshield hardware. Couple turns, both sides. I'm going to go to the other side and do the same. Just so we can remove the windshield. Now I'm loosening this side. Take notice on how this clutch cable and this hardware is facing. Couple turns. And now we'll remove the windshield. So now what we want to do is remove the headlight assembly. You will see a Phillips head screw in the front. Alright. Put it on your blanket. I place everything on a beach towel. The way I take it off, I place it there. So I know when I put it back together, I will clean each piece and put it back together the opposite way it came apart. With that, I want to put a towel to protect the fender. I have my fender covered. Now what we want to do is remove these Phillips heads. We're going to start with this one, and we'll end up with this one where we can move it. It's important to start with this one. These are not that tight. Just take them all the way out, and we're going to remove this front headlight. All right, I'm going to use my screw gun. Now you see this last one. Take a close look that you got them all removed. All right, gently. Unplug and put aside. This can only go in that one way. Now, this is where you have to be patient. This is a 5/16, and this is for this. Hardware covers this trim ring. These are the two hardest nuts to remove. With that, we'll remove this one. They're not tight, but they are in a bad spot. So you could use a deep socket. I'm just gonna take it off. It's a speed nut. I'm gonna get a socket. So I got a socket. Just that little nut. Put that aside. That one. Where now you cannot get a socket. This has to be done turn by turn. Now you notice that top trim piece that covers your seam on this headlight. Put it aside. Now this is the trim piece we just removed. As you see, it clicks in. And that was that nut we removed first. Just be aware of how it works. Now that comes off, put it aside, and you'll have that And this is that nut we removed. I'm going to clean all these parts up when I reinstall. Right now, we have this. Now you can get your finger in there. This here is the hardest part. Patience. Put it aside. Now this trim comes off, and here's your hardware. Now, with a 1/2 inch bar, a 1/4 inch Allen head socket, let's tighten them up. Don't get crazy. What I want you to do is take notice. Now you have this bolt on the bottom. That's a 3/4 inch bolt. And now there's a rubber cushion and a washer. Let's just tighten that too on both sides. All right, with my 3/4 box, I'm putting it on this. Be careful of the tank. Put your hand on it. And you can see it was loose. Now that's tight. I'm gonna go to the other side and do the same. Now you gotta be careful because you're going towards the tank. That's nice. Now those handlebars will be firm. We tighten the bushings up. We tighten the top handlebar clamps. With that, let's put this back together. Right now is a good time to clean up all your chrome. As you put it back, I swear by this Harley cleaner. What we'll do, give it a little cleanup. Nothing's in our way. And we know we had this. Let's place this in there. This piece here is the hardest. Like I said, I moved some of this stuff around. Right. Try to turn it from up top so you don't have to move your hand. I got it. So from up top, turn it. Now remember this trim piece and the speed nut. This is where do not get crazy tightening it. That covers that. And there we go. Now from inside, get it started. 5/16 with the 1/4, deep socket. Let's tighten it up, but don't get crazy. Everything looks nice. Now if you disconnected anything, you know this is for your light. I disconnected this here. Let's slide that back on there. We know it goes this way. Plug it in. All right, I'm gonna install them just like I removed them. This one was the last, that's the first. The second, go over here. Get it started. The rubber grommet is for vibration. So just get it started, move on to the next one, get them all in, and then we will tighten. Check them all. Everything's nice and tight. Now the trim ring, you will see this is where that hole was. This is your little spring seat. There you go. Your last screw, bottom of this trim. Make sure your light works. Beautiful. Now we'll clean it a little bit and then put the windshield on. You don't want to leave fingerprints. Now for the windshield. Like I said, you gotta go from the top. You want to pass this. Everything's nice. Line it up. Now we'll tighten it up. And don't get crazy. Try to recall how it was. It was not that tight. Now what we did was remove the chrome trim pieces to tighten the handlebars and adjust, and we tightened the bolts underneath that connect the handlebars to your front end. On the ignition, all right, let's get one. Start by hand. Now the cap just pops in. Now we're done. If you have any questions, please ask. If you could, subscribe, thumbs up, and leave a comment. Ride safe and have a great day.